Welcome back to the Mom and Kid Show. I am Damien, one of the kids.
I'm Daniel, the other kid.
And I'm Maraceli, the mom. And today we
What?
go. Today we have a great episode on our great class on
Being a librarian.
Bookkeeping.
no, not even like what? You guys we have a great class on bookkeeping, and I'm super excited because this is a very interesting topic that I've learned to do.
Little of y'all. Never mind.
Okay. We're gonna learn what bookkeeping is and
From a ex-bookkeeper.
expert. Yeah.
Okay.
I've done bookkeeping for a while, and so I'm just trying to teach them what the importance of it. And we have
Cool hats.
yeah, we have a new look. Well, halfway. He's jumping on board soon, right?
As soon as I get a hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so what else? So it's a new year.
This time we're asking the questions here.
Well, yes, but after I do the teaching.
But we're asking.
We're changing it a little bit more up. But it's a new year. We have lots of amazing things planned.
It's been a while since we did an episode.
We did take December off. But we're back. And I think it's going to be a great year. It is going to be a great year. 2026, we have tons of projects, tons of ideas that we're rolling out. Our team is growing, and so we're super excited. We're going to jump into...
Yes, we have the wall behind the camera. He's really good videographist, so thank you, the wall. Mr. Wall.
Okay.
Mr. Wallace.
So we have partial food because it's taken us like 2 or 3 hours to set up. We just ate.
So we have little sausage finger things, crackers.
We have sausage that
pepper
one's
jack
like
cheese, and then
one's spicy,
habanero
and
will be jack.
we have a type that's also
Spicy pepperoni and ish stuff.
yeah. It's not really spicy.
Dude.
So we'll be moving, and this will be the last episode that we get to do in this house. That's one of the changes that's coming, and so we will. It's gonna be exciting. All right, let's go into. So one of the things I do want to incorporate into these podcasts, into these episodes, is a skill that I want my kids to have. And some time ago, we were doing some skill learning. That's what, I don't know what we're calling it, but I was teaching them per week something that I think it's important for kids to be learning and to be taught and to be talked into about. And so today is going to be the skill about dreaming. When we are little, they ask us, not dreaming like dreams of sleeping.
I'm good at
that
that.
makes
I'm already
sense.
good at that.
It's actually really hard if you
No, I'm talking about being able to dream and envision and have those desires in your heart. When we're small, people ask us, what do you want to be when you grow up?
When we're little.
When we're small. When we're little. They ask us, what do you want to be whenever you're big? Or sometimes they don't even ask us. We're superheroes. We're like the princes. We're Captain America. We're Batman. Who were you guys? Do you remember? When you were small, you wanted to be Paw Patrol.
Damon wanted to be Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol. Or even in Halloween, you guys would dress up as your
cop.
heroes. Batman.
The cops.
Yeah. But what else? You were Lightyear one day.
Buzz Lightyear one time.
Yeah. But we dream of being these people and all those things. And as we grow older, society and the people around us, they're like, don't be thinking that much or that ahead, or plantar los pies en la tierra. That's a saying, put your feet on the ground. Stop thinking all these things are gonna happen to you.
Get your head out of the clouds.
Yeah.
They just want you to move down.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important for you guys to know and to keep doing that, to keep dreaming. We created vision boards at the beginning of this year.
And a third of my vision board was just get a nice hat. And I got my nice hat.
But last year, they created a vision board too. And whenever in December, they started seeing, and they had accomplished a lot of things on the vision board. So dreaming is also that future planning and seeing things that have not happened and still believing. And so I want you guys to continue dreaming and continue having that in your lives, whether it's a vision board, whether it's even, daydreaming, or I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it is. My great sayings.
Throw it back to whenever mom said, but then again, there is everything in the world.
Yes. So, anyways, I want you guys to keep dreaming, regardless of what the world tells you, regardless of what the circumstances, the experiences, and whatever in life you find yourself. If it's not the best place, if it's not the best outcome or best results, keep dreaming. Keep that flame in your hearts burning, and don't let it ever turn off. How sad is it when people can't even dream anymore? Like, think about something that they really want, and you can ask adults and ask, what's your dream, or what is it that you desire? What And sometimes they don't even know. They'll tell you what they don't want, but they don't know what they do want. So my advice to you guys, my tip, is to always keep on dreaming. What is it you need to say?
I want y'all to go to the comments right now. Okay, now put 5 things that you are dreaming for 2026.
That's good. Yeah. Share with us.
And then
What
put
is
it on a
that
paper and put it somewhere where you see it every day.
Yeah.
And visit it. Yeah, visit it every day. So, okay. That's a skill that I want you guys to keep. Let's jump into bookkeeping. Oh no, before we
Oh no.
yeah, let's jump into, well, we're gonna we created, like we usually do, we have a fun activity that goes along with this episode. And so you can visit it, you can go to, what's the website? We have changed the website. It's another change.
faithmoneyfamilies.com.
Yes, and you
Again,
will,
that is faithmoneyfamilies.com. And then the people who do the commercials always just speak really fast at the end. Terms to not apply.
Side effects include logic. I don't know how to
So-
speak so fast.
I know.
go to faithmoneyfamilies.com, and there is going to be, it's a 1 week as a bookkeeper. You're or I don't remember the title correctly.
Didn't you
But-
make this? Didn't you make this?
I know, but I have 1 week as a CEO. It might change. I don't know. We'll see. But you'll see the bookkeeping, and it's you go through a week of seeing the expenses. I have a list of expenses that are in there. There is a table to allow you to go and add the expense where it has to go, or the income. Once you're done, then you can create the profit and loss sheet. There is also the worksheets that in the whole packet for using AI with bookkeeping, which everything's AI now.
She's AI. If you didn't know that, see?
No,
Not AI. Oh my gosh, she's real.
then you will have an AI mom.
Eventually. That's gonna be scary.
It is gonna be scary. When we have the AI robots.
Anyways.
There's the worksheet is using AI to help you. So let's jump on to the teaching part. Before that though, Damien, yes.
Are we gonna do our jokes?
That's
Well-
after at the end.
We'll do it at the end.
So y'all have to stay tuned till the end.
Yes, y'all do.
Damien, why do you think they should listen into this episode and keep on watching it, and
They can have the knowledge.
they can have the knowledge?
So that way, even though they might not be the best bookkeeper, they can understand how it works.
That's good.
And for their business, so that way they're just not yeah, okay.
So they see where their money goes.
Yeah. They can also do it themselves, kind of.
Yes.
True. Yeah.
I will point out something that you just said, that it's even if you're already a bookkeeper, knowing I think, and we'll have other episodes on this, but bookkeeping is the first step. Learning how to do bookkeeping is the first step to efficiently running a business, but it's not the last step. And I think that's people are like, oh, I have my books in order. I have them ready for taxes. I have them good to go. Because that's one of the reasons why people do their bookkeeping, to be able to return them into the taxes. But that's not the only that last step. From there is ya cuando empiezan a make decisions and see where their business is at, see how they can grow their business. So, yeah, you brought that up. It was very good.
He did?
He brought it up in a way that I understood it.
I was like, I brought it up. Okay.
It was like he unlocked something in my head, and then it was like, boom, let me give
just
them this.
remembered it.
Okay, let's jump into it.
All right, jump.
After all, there is everything in the world.
Watch this cool transition. Okay, now we're transitioned and ready.
Okay, so what is, let me see, bookkeeping. Let me go to my notes. Okay, have you ever lost track of money? Or have you ever forgot where your money went? Have you ever bought something and did not save the receipt?
Yes.
Yeah. Any
I don't know about all of it, but probably once. But I still have a ton of receipts in my wallet that you can't even see what they say anymore.
Most of my receipts that I keep are expired.
My receipts that I keep, they just don't say anything because they lost their mark.
Have you ever gone into like your account and been like, what was this for? What did I buy for this?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't spend money. You've never bought anything, you
Yes,
liar.
I have.
The only time I keep receipts is whenever me and Damien are splitting something and he owes me money. But I mean, I think there's been a few times where I buy something and then later I'm like,
Have you
why did I buy this? Or I'll look at my account and it'll be like, what was this?
ever like gone into your account and
That's
and like
less money
be
than me.
thinking that you have some money, like the certain amount in there, and then you log in and you don't have that amount?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's backwards too.
Yeah. You can have more than you thought.
Yes.
Like always, I ask you guys to question things. Why do you think it's important to learn bookkeeping?
Because you said so.
Because you guys are obliged to be here.
Because in case there's ever like an opportunity, like you could get $1 million if you know bookkeeping, then we get the $1 million.
That's
Well-
so realistic.
Um,
A little less realistic, Damien. Just a little bit less. I think.
Go.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's important to know. Wait, that was a question, right? Why is it important?
Well,
to know?
before we know why, I mean, we have to define it. What is bookkeeping?
Well, I thought it was like being a librarian.
Keeping the books.
Keeping the books. What books?
The books of the receipts that you have on your shelf. Wise words.
Bookkeeping is keeping track of all the money your business earns and spends. It's like keeping score in a game. This is my
Analogy.
analogy here. I'm going with my
Yay.
examples.
Now I'm so good at analogies. Totally.
Keeping up with how much money goes out but bookkeeping, the term bookkeeping is mostly used in business, but we have you can do your record keeping or bookkeeping for your personal finances too, and which is also very, very a very good habit to have, very good skill to have. Why it's important? Because, well, obviously it tells you where your money's at. You make better choices, better decisions. You actually plan forward. You can plan forward in the future and decide where the money needs to go. There's different types of bookkeeping. We'll talk about it. But God also asks us to be good stewards. Luke 16:10 says, "He who is faithful in what is least is faithful also in much." So if you're tracking the little bit that you have, God's going to be like, "Okay, let me give you more because I can see that you are actually faithful and are able to handle it." And I think it's not even about like good or bad. Don't confuse faithful as I'm good, I'm faithful, and that means I'm a good person I'm a good thing, good, not thing. A good person. Because I know where my money is, I don't use credit cards. No, I think it's the capacity of how much you can handle. And if you can't handle $10,000 or $5,000 a month, how are you going to handle more? 100,000, a million? Like, he's trying to see, he doesn't want to crush you. And it's not because he's not trying to give you, but he knows you're not capable of that. So Proverbs 21:5.
It's like if you give a Lamborghini to a 5-year-old.
You're not going to know how to eat it.
Eat it.
I mean, drive it, I guess. I guess if you can't eat it, if you don't get the edible one.
Mm-hmm. Proverbs 21:5 says, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance." And Proverbs comes from a book of wisdom, and so if you plan, you can track, and you can make, again, better decisions. 1 Corinthians 14:40 says, "Let all things be done decently and in order." It's telling you, have order in everything that you do. Just as a house, if you don't keep up with the house and you come in and there's trash and there's empty bottles and there's clothes everywhere, that creates anxiety, and it makes you feel like you don't want to come back home. It's not welcoming. It doesn't take care of your energy. Same thing for money. Money needs to have a place. If it's jumbled everywhere, like it creates all of that, and it just takes that energy away from you to be able to be creative and do what you need to be doing in life. Okay.
Wise words. Bravo.
What types of bookkeeping is there? Reactive, which is wait until the end of the month or year to do your numbers. So people will not even pay attention to it. Again, bookkeeping, one of the primary things that they use it for is for taxes. This tells them how much money came into it. Then they take out the money, the expenses that they
spent
that came out, and at the end it tells them how much money they made.
And
depending
then they do their
on
income taxes.
They do their taxes depending on the.
We have a video on that.
Yes, we do.
Go watch it. It's in this corner.
But after you watch
It's in this
video.
one.
Or should they watch it after they watch this one?
Right here.
Should they watch it after they watch this one? Or like after?
No, go watch it after you watch this one.
Yes.
Okay. Beep. Remember to look over there because that's where the camera's at. No, I like you watching me, but I'm so beautiful. Okay. So they wait till the end of the year to come up with all their numbers, and then they turn them in. Okay. That's reactive. Waiting until the end, or they wait till the end of the month. When people pay the bookkeeper, sometimes they'll tell them, hey, get my books, and they do them monthly, but they look at the books after the month is done. And they don't, after that, it's like they're in the middle of the next month, and then they don't even plan. So they're just not, they're not even planning, they're not using them anymore. They're just visiting them and seeing them.
So you don't really like the reactive type of bookkeeping?
I don't think it's helpful. Majority of people do that way of bookkeeping. I don't think it's helpful for a business.
Do you think there's other better ways?
There is another way. It's a proactive, where you stay ahead of the game and tell the money where to go before. Now, This does require some training and some systems, which we'll visit one of the systems in one of these episodes. One of them, or the one that I've been following, is the Profit First system by Mike Michalowicz. I love saying his name, Michalowicz. And so
Cool name.
we'll be visiting that and teaching that as well in one of the following upcoming episodes. But this one allows you to, like, yes, we have to have some basis, something to go off of. So we do have to have a previous month of information, of numbers. From there, we start planning forward, meaning we start deciding. And I know, obviously, you're like, well, what if something comes up and you don't have that?
So it's almost like budgeting.
It's budgeting, but it's budgeting, yeah, forward thinking. I would say, yeah, I would say budgeting. I don't like the word budgeting. I think more
Restricting.
of I think it's more of like your spend planning or expenditure planning or something. I think it's more better. It's more positive. But it is like you start planning and you start creating accounts and you start designating your money. So your money is flowing by itself. And now you are able to make decisions with the different accounts that you've created. So I like the proactive. I think it's much more helpful. I think bookkeeping shouldn't just be about taxes. It should be about really, really planning where your company is going. And yeah, questions up until now that you have? No? Good? Okay. We'll have the questions at the end, yeah. What are the benefits of bookkeeping?
What are they?
No, huh? What are the benefits?
I said, what are they?
No,
Wait,
if
are
you,
you asking us, or is it like a rhetorical?
do you guys want to answer?
No.
Okay. So, what are the benefits? Is know if your business is making money. Businesses over and over will run their business without ever knowing if their business is making money. Now, don't confuse a business that is staying afloat with a business that is making money. If your business, if you're barely making it to the end, if you are comfortable and if your business is running, that does not mean that your business is making money. And so there's, research that you have to do about the industry. If you're in the, let's say if you have a coffee shop and the expenses are being met, you have employees, it's going good, but then you do start looking into that industry or the other restaurants that are doing this, the coffee businesses as well, and you start seeing that the profit is 30% and yours is at 5%, then things need to change.
Something's wrong.
And so the bookkeeping will tell you, is your business making money, and it makes smarter choices. If your business has made a lot of profit, well, yes, you're going to probably have a higher tax. But if you're proactive, you're taking it before things happen, you're taking action. You can create plans so that it helps you and you can save money. You stay ready for taxes. Don't wait until the end of the year to do all your year return, all your stuff, please. That's just, don't wait, don't do it. Stay ready, stay on top of it. Catch mistakes. A lot of people have caught people stealing money because they do their bookkeeping. A lot of people have, the banks will sometimes make mistakes. And sometimes you'll pay someone a check, and for some reason, that check is ran twice. It's your job to be catching it. And so maybe the bank will catch it después, pero sometimes they won't. So somebody hasn't paid you and you even forget about it, bookkeeping's going to help you because of invoicing and stuff.
Or like yeah.
Okay. There, 5 minute of silence. Organized receipts. This bookkeeping helps with with organizing those receipts. So there's different devices, different apps that you can upload the receipts too, so that you can see what is written on them. They're not
Don't you have
not erased.
a little thing for bookkeeping?
A little
Starts
what?
with the 6.
No, well, no. It's so he's talking about the 633 money systems. That's a tool that I've created to help people in with their personal finances, but it is something that I'm working on to help people organize their finances, their business finances, so that they can incorporate these other accounts that they want to. Um,
So it's not for bookkeeping.
it's not necessarily for bookkeeping, no. Um, but on the bookkeeping thing, we do want to create a bookkeeping class that not class the learning kits that we're doing
Oh,
for faith money families, um, and have families learn about bookkeeping together. So that's something that is also in the works for this next year. Okay, bookkeeping and CPAs. So there's bookkeepers, and then there's people called certified public assistants that people confuse CPAs with bookkeepers and bookkeepers with CPAs. The difference is a certified public assistant is someone that's gone to school and he's taken a CPA exam. They can do taxes. They can do in taxes on a much more accountable level, like a higher level. I don't even know want to say higher. It just, I think that because they've gone to school so much more, that they have a different. How can I say
style.
this? Because even if you don't go to school and do a CPA, you can still do taxes, corporate taxes. You can still do taxes, business taxes. So you don't have to go to school. But CPAs, well, they do taxes and tax planning. And there you go. That's the thing, tax planning. They do legal compliance, so they make sure everything is a little bit more better off, and they do financial analysis. So there's bookkeepers and CPAs usually don't do the bookkeeping. Yes, Damon.
So CPAs, they're basically like they get kind of like a certificate and they can like just to show you that they've gone to school for it.
Yes, but when you go into like a bank and let's say you want a really big loan for your business, they're going to ask for your financials, for your information. And sometimes they do want a CPA because a CPA kind of seals it and tells them this is legally, this is good. Like this is on a higher end. It's like, I guess you could say it's like a judge, like the top, like the person that can seal, that can stamp something, not seal it, stamp it and say, this is good. I've double checked it. I've seen numbers. I've seen everything. This is a real good. This is a real business. And a bookkeeper can't do that. They can double check numbers. They can do a great job, but they cannot provide that stamp that they need. CPAs don't really want to do the bookkeeping every month. They don't want to be doing that. So sometimes they just work with bookkeepers to be able to the bookkeepers deal with the numbers monthly, and the CPAs do the tax planning and that other stuff. The bookkeeper just organizes expenses, not just, but organizes expenses, attaches receipts, and then runs the reports. And then obviously you have other types of people that can
Do stuff.
do stuff. Bookkeeping gives you the numbers. The CPA uses the numbers to file taxes, or sometimes bookkeepers can do that. Taxes, legal requirements using the numbers the CPA received. So that's kind of the flow usually for a business. They have a bookkeeper. The bookkeeper communicates to the CPA. The CPA does the taxes, and then
They stamp the business.
the business owner pays the taxes.
So it's fun being the business owner.
There's a lot of people that complain a lot about it, but excuse me, I think that if you're paying taxes, that means your business is doing good. And we're not going to get into that today. Bookkeeping cycle. Money in, sales, tips, any income. That's the money that's coming in. And then money going out. And income is anything that you are that you're receiving, but there's a difference between earned or not difference, but companies will split like something that they're earning to something that they're getting. Like, so for example, they get, if they're a company that, well that's next level. We'll leave that for the next time. So any money coming in, revenue, sales, you sold something, they paid you, that money's coming in as income, not just something got returned, something was owed to you. That is not income. So it's money that you generated, the company generated, and it or something extra that the client gave you would be a tip. That's the money that's coming in. Okay?
So
Question.
like if I bought something and then I returned it and got the money, that wouldn't be income.
No, that's not income. That would go
'Cause
back
it just
into the expense that it came out of.
because it just cancels itself.
So income is just stuff that the company has generated or extras that the customer has given you. Okay?
Tips.
Yeah. Money out. Supplies, marketing, your electricity bill, your phone bill. That's money that's leaving the company, not as a loan. If it's a loan, then you have to put it somewhere else. So it's just the actual expenses of the company. Okay? And you do not pay your personal expenses out of a company. That's a huge no.
Why?
You pay your personal expenses out of the profit that you get.
When you start incorporating, so okay. This is, I'm going to give you a little quick class of structures, but we'll have to do another episode. A lot of people will create an LLC, which is a limited liability company. That limited liability company, the difference between an LLC and just a regular DBA, doing business as, is that the LLC has protection. So if let's say I have a business. I have a, what business do you guys want me to have?
Concrete business.
Concrete. We're going concrete. I have a concrete business and I have a DBA, so I'm doing business as AC, right? AC concrete. And it's just regular DBA, there's no LLC. If I do a job wrong, I can get sued.
Or if they get hurt,
Or if they get hurt,
like they trip.
I
on your
can
concrete.
get sued, and they're not just going to go with what AC Concrete has, because AC Concrete is not protected. They can come after me, after what I have. So at that level, it really doesn't matter if you're using the personal expenses. I mean, obviously you don't want to because it throws off your numbers. But there's no protection. People go to an LLC because now if someone gets hurt
They can
under
always sue
AC,
the company.
they can only limit to what AC has. Now, if I'm using, they can't come after me, right? But if I'm using the company's bank account to pay my expenses, my personal, that's a rip. That veil, that thing that's protecting it is no longer there.
Now the expenses are the companies.
Now they can go in and be like, you know what, you're running this like a DBA, you're running this not like an LLC. You're still responsible, and they can come after me.
Because your expenses are kind of part of the company now.
I don't know if it has to do with
they're
expenses,
connected.
but it's because you're not running it the way it's supposed to run. Good?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not really understanding this, but then I understand.
It clicked? Okay.
Yes.
So, bookkeeping, every dollar has a job and every dollar has a job, and bookkeeping tells them where to go. There's different tools you can use. You can use paper. You can use a Google Sheet, QuickBooks. There's other apps that will help you, but there's free versions too. Depends on where you're at, like Wave, FreshBooks. but these have limits. And so depending on where you're set, you're going to just set something up that you're going to be comfortable with. The reports that I want to mention today for bookkeeping is a profit and loss, which again you'll get a tiny glimpse of it in the activity that you guys are gonna do. And the profit and loss just tells the client, the customer, the business owner how much money they made minus expenses. So how much money has the company is keeping in their pocket, and it's prepared for taxes. That's what you're going to turn into the tax person, the profit and loss. The balance sheet is the other one, and it tells you what assets, what the company owns. So if the company has a truck, has tools like big tools, has computers, has
Big tools?
like tools
Cranes?
like over 2,500. Like
Oh,
so
like
they have
lifts and stuff.
yeah, they have
Cranes.
lifts, they have like those if it's a doctor's office, the machines that they have, like anything that's on it that the company owns.
Coffee creamer.
No.
Eggs. Eggs are expensive now.
That's the person that does not go shopping.
Mm,
Do all the shopping here.
True. But
Wait a minute. If
I don't look at the prices.
if like it's
you don't do the paying.
if it's like a trucking company, and not the like a person, not the company, but a person that's working for the company owns a trailer. Or
So
like,
they're what, a contractor? Like a person that has their own. Well, no, I guess it's an employee, and they're just.
like it's an employee, but they have their own truck and they go, but they just use that truck for work. Is that considered part of the business?
Mm-mm. Because it has to have been paid by the business.
Mm.
So, when someone has a business and they have other people under it, but those people, I mean, have whatever tools they're bringing into it, their own tools, then it's not the company's tools. It's not owned by the company, and the company has to have bought it. There has to be a receipt. Bookkeeping, there's debits and there's credits. It's a two accounting system. So money has to come out somewhere and gone into something somewhere else. There's always has to have two places that it's pulling it from. Either it's taking it from here and putting it over here, or it's taking from here, putting it over here. You spend let's say you pay for your phone bill. You're spending, the money is leaving your bank account to go into the phone bill, right? So the phone bill is going to go up, the phone bill number, it's going to go up, and the bank account is going to go low. So see, it's always a balance. It has to be one, two, like it's going to, and we'll go dive deeper into this in other episodes. Okay? And the balance sheet also tells you how much is owed. How much does the company owe as liabilities? Credit cards. Do they owe the truck? Do they owe equipment? Do they owe their uncle? Do they owe their mom? And it's going to show on, on the liabilities. And it shows you the owner's equity, how much the owner has taken for them, has kept for themselves, and the share, like if all that information of the company and the owner stuff. Okay. Questions up until now, because we're gonna jump into how AI can help you. No?
Oh, what's an invoice?
An invoice is something that you give the company, the business gives a person or another company, telling them how much they owe
Like, for what?
for the services. So if I do bookkeeping,
So they charge you for working for them?
what do you mean?
Like, if I am selling cookies, right? What role would you have to play in me selling cookies for you to give me an invoice?
No.
Or
So
how does it work?
I think, okay, there's two different things here. There's two different invoices that we can be talking about. We have the invoice. Okay, so you're selling cookies, but we're going to put this because it's a bigger, let's do it at a bigger company. You sell 100 boxes of cookies to a store. So you're going to take those 100 cookies and you're going to go take them to the store, drop them off. But they're not going to pay you then. They're going to be like, oh, send me an invoice. So you're going to get home, get on your computer, type up the invoice, or even have it ready whenever you have gone over there and give it to them. So you've created an invoice, you're keeping track of it, you
So it's
give
like a
it to
receipt.
them. It's not a receipt because you haven't paid for it.
So it's like a receipt that they have to pay off.
Yes.
It's
So
like a reverse check.
no.
It's like a reverse receipt.
Yeah. So now they owe you for that money. So they pay you, you give them a receipt. Receipt is afterwards. Now, when you buy something, let's say you have to pay the person that sold you the cookie dough. So the cookie dough person gave you a receipt, an invoice. Now you have to pay them. So that's how the invoicing.
How come truckers have to like pay invoices?
They don't pay invoices; they get invoices.
Oh.
Because what kind of truckers? What's your specific?
Like Huelo, Nino, and Tehuantel.
So that they can keep track. I think they can keep track of the loads that they have done, and that's how much money is owed to them.
I thought they were the ones like paying off the invoices. So I was confused.
So they keep their invoices, and they turn them in, and now they're telling the company, "Hey, you owe me for this."
So invoices are usually for bigger companies that have less, like
But the
they don't
people-
meet in person. Usually.
Invoices are used. They should be used, or receipts. If you're not gonna give an invoice, you're gonna give a receipt. But it's always a good skill to be using invoices and
They're
receipts.
like delayed payment.
Delayed payments.
yeah, you
Delayed received payments. Yes. And so, what was your question?
What are invoices?
No, right now. You said something else that I was.
It's really just for companies that, like, whenever they don't have the money currently.
No, that's a good point. This is invoicing and receipts are not, or invoicing is not, should not be something that you're doing because the people that you are working with don't have the money to pay you. You can use it for that instance, but it's used more because people are busy and sometimes they're not going to pay it luego. Sometimes it's on automatic. For example, your homeschooling classes. I get an invoice at a certain time, and then I have 15 to 30 days to pay it. So it kind of gives me a little bit of chance to pay it. It shouldn't be to where I'm like, I'm having to come up with the money. It's I just have that time where I'm busy. I need to find a time to sit down. And sometimes sometimes, yeah, the company's running a different way to where it pays it on certain times. Invoicing, I mean, it's more, I guess it's easier to handle. And then we're talking about bigger companies. These companies are, they don't pay, they sometimes don't pay luego, they pay later. It's an agreement that they have. Invoicing is also used for tracking. So if I give you an invoice, maybe you don't pay me and it's fine. But now I know in my books that I made that and that money needs to come back to me. So it keeps track. Receipts, same way. Receipts work in a business, and you go to a store, they give you a receipt. It's so that they can use it to see how much they sold.
Is there ever deadlines for?
Yes, they do have a deadline, but we'll go into other.
Do you think like resellers use invoices, like, so that way they can just give the invoices to the person that they're selling it to?
Well, remember, if they're paying you then you just give them a receipt. But if they're gonna owe you, then it's an invoice. But yes, you should be in the habit. Any business that you have, anything that you are running, it's a good practice to use invoices and receipts. It's just documentation, and it also provides proof if they come back and they're like, let's say they're like, I paid you already. And you're like, well, where's your receipt? Where's your invoice? Where is it saying that you paid me already?
Wait, so for invoices, do they get, like, does each person get one?
So remember an invoice, good point. If you're using something like QuickBooks will keep it in the system for you, and then it shows when it sends out, when they read it, when they opened it. If you're sending it, giving it on a piece of paper, make sure that you have a form of copy that you know that you gave it to them. And so I think it's just best to use something that already keeps track of everything.
Okay.
Okay,
Back
to the bookkeeping. All right, let's go through the AI, how to use AI with bookkeeping, and then we're gonna finish with the 5 crucial rules for using AI as a bookkeeping, with bookkeeping. All right. AI. So nowadays, a lot of people are using. You have to pay a monthly person bookkeeping. If you're using a bookkeeper, you have to pay them monthly. A lot of people don't want to do that. They want to do the bookkeeping themselves. And now with AI, ChatGPT, they're like, let's put in the information and ChatGPT can create a bunch of stuff. And so they're doing this. So this is why I want to bring it up to you guys.
it can also be wrong.
So AI can help you categorize transactions. You can enter them and be like, help me, put these transactions in place, organize numbers, create tables, calculate profit, and build a profit and loss. So it can do a lot, but it can also make a lot of mistakes. You can say, here are my transactions, categorize them, and create a profit and loss report. And so you give it the instructions, it comes back with what it is. If you've made your profit and loss, you can upload it to ChatGPT or AI and be like, check my work. If you're using Google Sheets, obviously there's formulas, Excel formulas and stuff like that. But it could add the math for you. So you can say, check if my calculations are correct, and it'll tell you if it'll double check your work. AI creates bookkeeping templates. It could give you a table. So you can say, create a simple bookkeeping table for 1 week of business, include date, description, category, money in, money out. So even if you don't know how to use an Excel and Google Sheet to do it, ChatGPT can do it for you. Then you can copy and paste it into a Google Sheet.
Or Excel.
AI can be used as a weekly accountability coach. We're almost done.
I just got something in my eye.
Yeah. I know it's a lot of information. It is a heavier topic at class, but we're almost done. AI is a weekly accountability coach. You can have an AI accountability partner who asks you once a week for your numbers, keeps you on track. So you can tell it, if you create an agent with specifications and instructions, you can tell it, hey, I'll come up here on Friday and ask me these questions. Be my weekly, the prompt that I have is, be my weekly bookkeeping coach. Every Friday, ask me for my income, expenses, and profit for the week. So you go in and now you have to turn in, so it's like someone that you have to turn in stuff to. AI predicts their next week. So something that I really do enjoy, like I think it's really cool that you can do with ChatGPT, is you can run scenarios. So you can upload what you have and be like, let's say what's gonna happen if I don't sell, like you were saying, cookies. If I don't sell these many cookies by the end of the month, or by the end of the year, or by the end of the quarter. So now it shows you, if you don't sell this many, you sell this other ones, this lower number, this is how you could go with like and it's using percentages. It's using, it's not going to be 100%, accurate, but it gives you an idea of what could. Oh my goodness, I got hiccups. The prompt is one of the prompts that I have is obviously these prompts are not very detailed, so use a prompt that goes along with your company and has more detail into it. Based on my numbers this week, predict what my next week might look like if I raise prices or reduce expenses, depending on what you want. See how it rolls, how it plays with it, and start making choices from there. Start changing little by little. AI helps them make strategic decisions. Then by business owners, the prompt is, I want to double my profit next week. Based on my numbers, what are 3 moves I should make? So you're using the actual AI behind it. You're telling it, hey, this is the end result. This is what I want. This is how much money I want to keep. How can I do this? Give me 3 things that I can change, that I can do, that I can be better efficient. And if you're seeing that the efficiency is coming from how much money, you okay? How much money we are, how much money, you distracted me, Damon. How much money you're spending to make the cookie, then you can go into that part of your transactions, and AI can help you come up with different things that you can do to keep more money. Okay, so that's strategy. We've moved from bookkeeping, which is entering the stuff, math, this is adding, this is subtracting, and now we're using AI to actually use it as a strategy, use it to help us get to our next level. Okay, so that's how these things work together. It creates charts and visuals. We talked about that. And let's see. It does a real profit and loss and CEO analysis. You've heard that you can tell ChatGPT how to act, and it will, if you tell it to act like a CEO, depending on your business, you can, create a CEO summary of my numbers, what went well, what needs improving, and what is one strategic move for growth. I am not saying this is going to replace another person looking into your numbers, but I think it gives you an idea of where your company is at. Okay, and you'll have that activity at which website, Damien? Or Daniel?
Faithmoneyfamilies.com.
Yeah.
At faithmoneyfamilies.com.
Questions up to now. We're going to jump into the 5 crucial rules and then to your questions that you guys have.
No?
No?
We're good.
Okay. 5 crucial rules for using AI in bookkeeping. Track first, use AI second. Please learn the bookkeeping system first, then go into AI. Do not use AI first, and then you just bring in the numbers that it says. Learn it first. Even if you don't use AI and you're gonna hire a bookkeeper, please learn the system first. You don't have to learn everything about it, but learn what it is for. Learn how to what goes where, so that if you hire a bookkeeper, they do not make a huge mess, and it's going to cost you more later. They actually are doing their job. And if you're going to use AI, I mean, do it first so that you know beforehand, because AI is going to make mistakes, and it's to help you, not to guide you. Okay? Rule number 2, AI does not know your business better than you do. You enter in a question of AI and it answers what it thinks you're trying to ask it, not what you're really trying to ask it. So if AI doesn't know, if it doesn't know your business, it doesn't know what goals and desires you have. Do you need like a 5-minute break?
I need more water.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
Okay, rule number 3, never enter real or personal information into AI, even if it's your own AI, if ChatGPT, it's your account. Do not enter personal information. Someone can hack into it, or something can happen. Safety is first, so never, never put in personal information or real information. What does that mean? Like
Social
what?
security,
Social securities,
Address.
addresses,
bank information.
bank information. Very good. So yeah, credit card numbers, debit card numbers. Don't enter it into ChatGPT or AI.
Okay.
Rule number 4: always check AI's work. Don't just take it to where, oh, copy and paste and that's done. And I'm gonna send it off to IRS. No, always check the mistake. Always check, the work.
It warns you that it might make mistakes.
Rule number 5, the last one: use AI to improve decisions, not avoid them. All right. AI should help see patterns, reduce errors, and plan better. Don't let it be your guide. Use it as leverage. Don't let it be the one making the decisions. And that's a tip for ChatGPT. Tell it that you are the one that behind the decisions, so that it's clear that you are the one deciding.
What version do you think is best for this of AI
Of AI,
or ChatGPT?
very good question. I think that depending on what you're doing, if you're doing the scenarios, like running scenarios, then the creative one. And if you need it to research industries, then the research one.
There's Grok AI too. That's really good for research.
So Grok AI, yes, we'll go into AIs, different AIs.
So do you think or that Grok is like actually more like real time?
We will have to create an episode on
We
different
do.
AIs.
We do.
But yeah, I won't answer your question. Not that I'm ignoring it, but I think we'll have to create an episode for that. Questions that you guys have for bookkeeping, and so we can start wrapping this up. I know it's a bigger episode. It's longer than we usually do it. It's a lot of information, but I do think it's important that we get these basics of what bookkeeping is, how we can use it, and the rules that we need for bookkeeping. Okay, so questions. I'm open to questions.
How long have you been like doing bookkeeping?
My first business was in 2012, and ever since 2012, I've I've been part of the bookkeeping for the business, but I think that I really went into bookkeeping 3 or 4 years ago. That actually worked as a bookkeeper, as a tax preparer. So I kind of got that knowledge of what goes where, and then last 2 years, I think I've dived deeper into the systems.
Okay. Well, that kind of answers my question of how did you get into bookkeeping?
Yeah.
What does a great bookkeeper actually do that most people don't see?
Depends. So I think that a great bookkeeper will sit with their clients, but also strategize. I think and there's a lot of bookkeepers that will do just, I'll send you the report and that's it. But a great bookkeeper will sit with you and strategize and plan for the future.
Okay.
Where did you learn how to bookkeep?
Well, doing the business and with who I used to work with before, they taught me a lot.
So from another person.
That
That's like self-taught and another person.
So from a bookkeeper.
I did work with an agent, with the company, a nonprofit that helped me learn the bookkeeping. Yes, with other people.
Okay.
What's the most common mistake business owners make with their books?
What's the most common mistakes? Not knowing how to categorize, I think. They will bookkeeping, the profit and loss has its own structure, and we'll go into financial statements in another episode. But there's space for your income, a space for your cost of God's cost of goods sold, and then your expenses, your operating. When you don't know where that goes, I think you don't know the real number, and you can't make decisions based off of that because it's not showing you what you need to know. So I think that's one of the biggest things that they do is not knowing where to categorize their for bookkeeping purposes. And the second thing and I want is that they use this account for personal, or they'll use their personal for their business. The huge no. But
As a bookkeeper, what do you think is like something everyone should know?
as a bookkeeper, what is something that they should know? That bookkeeping is not just about numbers and about taxes. They should know that bookkeeping is a way for your business to grow. And I think people don't put the importance behind it. That's why they don't sit with their numbers.
Okay.
What is the biggest red flag you can see when you open a new client's book?
Biggest red flag, using their expenses with their personal. If you use your business with personal, that's a huge red flag. It's yeah. You know you're dealing with the client that has his numbers everywhere. So,
Do you have any more questions?
Yes. What was your favorite part about, what was your favorite part about bookkeeping?
what was my favorite part, or what is my favorite part of bookkeeping?
And then I'm still like up with these questions on the spot.
My favorite thing about bookkeeping would be as a bookkeeper or the bookkeeping. What is the question? As a bookkeeper, or are you
Like
asking about like the process?
Like what you experienced as a bookkeeper.
As a bookkeeper, seeing the books clean. So
Like finished.
I think that going into like the challenge behind it, you go into and see someone's books and they're all messed up, like they're everywhere. And then when they're finished working with you, or when when you're 2 or 3 months into it, their books are clean.
Like that.
And so it's like a house that's clean. And we're just like, now we can go on to the next step. That's a really good feeling.
Okay. How has bookkeeping changed with like modern software? Like you said, you started over a decade ago, right?
Okay, yeah, if you say it that way.
How has it changed?
Well, I think that the apps have gotten better. Um, I think the process itself, people are still using they're using bookkeeping as the same thing since then. I mean, I don't feel like it's changed a lot to how people are using or how people are viewing bookkeeping. Um, how has it I just think that with AI, it's changing more. I think it's changing. I don't think it's changed a lot in the last decade, but I think it's changing a lot now with AI being part of it. Um, there's a lot of people that say bookkeeping is going down. I think that because of AI and people using AI themselves, I think this is gonna create a need for more bookkeepers because people are using AI to do their work, which is not the best way, or there's going to be a lot of mistakes that happen. And so there's going to be a need for bookkeepers to untangle all that mess. Any more questions? We're good?
That's it.
Awesome. So let's start with our jokes. We've done the hard part. Now let's do. Let us know what you think of this episode. Let us know if you have questions.
Let us know what business we should cover next. What business we should explain. What
Not business, money concept.
One money concept.
So I do want to say, if you have questions, put them. If you have questions that you want answered
in an episode
about about money and about business, put put them down in the description. Like, now I'm gonna put
It's
this
down. It's all the way down there. You have to down in the description, down in the comments.
down in the comments. Yes,
And make sure if you have
right. Go.
make sure to do y'all's paper of the dreams.
Oh yeah, y'all's 5 dreams.
They should have already done it.
Yeah, you should have
No,
done
they
that.
should have commented.
Comment.
Oh.
So type a question, and we will be answering these questions in the next episodes. So we'll choose a question that we
soon,
think that
yeah,
could
soon.
help the majority of people, and yeah, anything about money and business and what we talk about. I mean, we can go into a lot of things, so we'll see. Okay, so let's start wrapping it up. Don't forget to visit faithmoneyfamilies.com for more activities and for more what's it called?
Activities, information, resources.
Resources. There you go.
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to start?
Not it.
Not it.
Okay, I'll go. Would you rather know what you are doing in the future, like every day? Let's say for 10 years, you're gonna wake up and you already know what you're gonna do for the day.
Okay.
Or not know what you're doing daily for 10 years.
Not know.
Not no.
Not know.
Because if I know,
I feel like Damon's a person that has to know what he's doing though.
no,
Like, but you would know what you would do every single, like, there would be no surprises anymore.
yeah,
So,
that'd be like,
Mm.
and either way, life's gonna be the same except the knowledge. The one
yeah,
thing-
would you rather know or would you not?
No.
No, not no.
Not
You?
know?
What do you?
No.
No.
No, I think it'd be sad if you, like, for example, it's your birthday and you find out the gifts before.
You know, all
It's
the
like-
surprises that's gonna happen that
Kind
day.
of ruins the gift. Even though you do want to know, but if you do really find out, you're like,
It's always like when you're guessing Christmas presents and
It's
you
like you want
guess,
to know.
you want to know, and then you guess and you get it right, and then you're all sad. It's like,
but it's
Like
like the
you want to
desire.
know.
Yeah.
Like you want to know, but then you know that that'll ruin the experience.
yeah.
And what about for Christmas? You're gonna wake up and know all the presents that you're getting.
Yeah. So I'd rather not know.
Me too.
Okay. Who's next?
Not it.
Not okay. Here's something to think about. People who play golf. The point of golf is to play the least amount of golf.
I know I don't know what the point is. Like, I would rather be hitting it more. Hitting the ball more times than
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Is that
you have to get good and so that you don't do it enough.
So it's like playing golf is like the consequence.
playing golf is trying to not play golf?
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
That is
Okay.
weird.
That's just something to think about. Maybe some things are not meant to be
Golf.
unenjoyed like golf. Yeah, maybe you should.
So now
do the
you're
opposite
becoming
thing of
the philosophical one.
But people who play
Taking
golf, they
something.
seem so happy.
golf. No, they don't. They all seem so like
True.
I don't know, but
people
I would
who lose at golf are always the happiest ones, except for when they lose.
because they played more. Damien, now go.
Have you heard about the new king who's exactly 12 inches?
The ruler.
Really? I have another.
Okay.
Why'd you have to guess his joke, Mom? You're so mean.
Okay.
You're fired. You're fired.
What?
Just, like,
I'm just that
edit her out the
good.
box here. There's no need for this bully.
No, why don't you put fire if she's fired?
Okay, I'll put fire right here on his
With the
face.
flame arrow.
You're gonna get burnt. That's what's gonna happen.
I should
What
put
did
fire
the
on me because I'm
what
so
did
hot.
the mama cow say to the baby cow at midnight?
Moo moo moo.
What was that?
What did the mama cow say to the baby cow at midnight?
Move.
Moo o'clock.
What?
It's moo o'clock.
No.
Move, you little cow. What?
First of all, the baby cow shouldn't have been up at midnight. But
You're like, what kind of mother is this, Damien?
What?
It's way past your bedtime.
It's
Why?
way past your bedtime.
No, way past your bedtime.
Way past your bedtime.
I don't get it.
Past your bedtime.
Oh.
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 What did y'all think it was?
Thought it had something to do with way. It's way past your bedtime.
No. You know,
Move your hand.
so you can hear yourself. So we can hear you. Maybe we didn't hear you. I did hear you. But
Do you have another joke?
okay.
No.
This has been.
The
How
mom
dare
and
Stay
kid
tuned
show.
for the next episode, or go check out our other episodes.
So you can see us again.
Go to faithfunnyfamilies.com. Comment.
And yeah, we'll be doing our income stream episode next.
This is
Okay,
the
go.
mom and kid
No,
show,
no, stop.
and we
You're
will
fired
see.
too. Fired.
Let him go.
Fired.
Go.
All right. This has been Kid Show. We will see you at the table.